Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General. 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Monday, as you can see. We now back over at the storage unit, getting back to it, getting busy as always. Okay. In the last video segment, we took a look at Snap-on's February monthly flyer, just as well as their new supplemental products catalog. In today's video segment, I would like to dive into their most newest edition of their master catalog, which is the 1500. There are some things that I happen to notice about the 1500 new edition catalog compared to the last edition, which was the 1400. So we will take a look at that. Okay, but I ain't gonna hold you up too much more longer in the introductory of things. But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know, okay? So pretty much I'm about to get quite a few things out to the top of the tool cart, and we're going to dive right in. So walk with me. Let's get it. Alrighty then. Now moving along. So what you're basically taking a look at here is the newest edition of the Snap-on Master Catalog. This is the 1500. All right. So just to give you, a brief description of, the catalog and what it looks like at the prior moment. Yesterday I was taking a little brief look at this catalog, and there were, a few things that I just happened to notice about the 1500, compared to the last edition, which is the 1400, when it comes to customization in this catalog and certain accessories. I haven't covered the whole catalog just yet to see exactly everything that is missing within the newest catalog. In the last previous video, I did state that, I'm not quite sure whether some of these items are being discontinued or, whether they're back ordered or they just happen not to list them in this particular catalog. All right. But for those individuals out there, who do certain customizations, or they need extra accessories and things like that, when it comes to this catalog, it may not provide those part numbers that you may possibly be looking for, and they may be located in the last edition of, their master catalog series. So we will take a look at that. I'll try to get a little bit into it, for those individuals who may have older series, or, they're just looking to make simple upgrades, or, they need replacement parts and things like that of that nature. All right. So this is to give you a little quick, brief description of how the cover looks. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dive into a couple of things, that just happened to catch my eye real quick. Let's get it. All right, what you're taking a look at the prior moment towards the left-hand side, this is the older edition of the Snap-on catalog, which is the 1400. All right, so when you go into customizations, all right, and as you can see, the corner guard product line, all right, this was something that I did not see in the 1500. So, just to give you a little quick, brief description, give you some part numbers and things like that, if you just happen to need to locate these particular part numbers. All right, because this is not enlisted in the 1500. Just as well as I also notice when it comes to like cordless tool organizers that Snap-on provide just as well. All right, I noticed that they do not have them in their accessories. They have, I believe, like maybe one or two, but they actually have other different models, but they do not necessarily provide them in the catalogs. I noticed that they do have some of them on the online site, but you would actually have to have the part numbers to locate them. All right. So these are some items that are available that, depending upon what type of box that you have and what type of upgrades that you're looking to do, to your tool storages and things like that, will determine, whether the 1400 will best suit you with actually having the most newest updated edition just as well. All right. So this is one particular thing that I just happened to notice. So let's move along. All right, so in the 1400, how I mentioned how they have the cordless tool organizers. All right, this is the 1400 catalog, and they're showing one here. All right, and this is a 3-gun slot holder, and the part number is KAS12AP WRPC. But they actually have some of these that actually have more slots. I think they have another one that holds 5 units, and then they have another one that holds 6 units. But see, they don't provide those particular products in this catalog, but you will see them like on their online site. All right, so this is something else that I just happened to notice that the 1500 was lacking. All right, we're still now briefly looking at the 1400. All right, this was another item that I was not seeing in the 1500, which is the locking bars, okay, for your tool storages, to give you, a little quick brief description. All right, and, they give you a part number for KRBL4. All right, and these are locking bars to lock your drawers, all right, as a safety precaution. And then, they have their padlocking and things like that. But this was something that I was not seeing in the 1500. So, for those individuals out there, who may possibly be looking for some of these items, it'd be a best bet, to take heed to some of these part numbers, because you may not necessarily see them in the 1500 catalog. Okay. All right, so now we're looking at the newest edition, the 1500, and I'm going to go through, a couple of things that just happened to catch my eye when it came to this particular edition. And as you can see up here, I'm in Torkometer Torque Drive, 1/4-inch drive. This is page 337 here. This was an item that was catching my attention right here, which is the Torx Screwdriver. It's a tech angle electronic Torx Screwdriver, and it is 1/4-inch. And as you see, it states that it's 4 alert modes: LCD, LED, audible, and vibratory. Then you have advanced features: programmable, sleep timer, cycle, and counter, overload indication, calibration alert, battery level language, selection, and torque record memory, including 10 presets, and stores up to 50 records. There are 3 modes: torque angle, torque, then angle. It displays in 7 units of measurement: per pounds, ounces, foot per pounds, newton meters, kilograms, and centimeters, centinewton meters, I believe that is, an angle. It guarantees the accuracy. And then down here, it gives you, its stock numbers and specifications. All right. 4 to 80 foot per pounds per pressure. It shows the increments and length in inches. Okay, this is to give you a brief description of the item here, and it shows how it's approaching target achieved. And then with the red light, it shows you that it's over torqued. So the part number for this item is ATECHMS80F. All right, if this is, an item and a product that you haven't happened to come across, all right, this is in the new 1500, which you're taking a look at here. And this is in Torkometer, torque drivers, 1/4-inch drive. So this would be in your torque selection or category. All right, now we're in drive tools. At the moment, we're looking at 1/4-inch drive tools. All right, when it comes to the selection in their ratchets in their catalog, there has not been anything much that has changed within this section here. This is an item that I actually do not have in my selection at the prior moment, which is the 1/4-inch roto head, and this is a hex magnetic bit driver ratchet. And the part number is THNFM72. I believe CP, the Tool Addict, actually has this particular ratchet right here. I have a magnetic hex bit snap-on ratchet, but it's not of the roto head design. It's more of a fixed head, pair head design. All right, I have showed it in quite a few different videos, but when it comes to the 1500, when it comes to the ratchet selection from quarter-inch to 3/8 drive and half-inch drive, everything is pretty much the same in this particular catalog compared to the 1400. All right. I was also taking a look at these extension connectors. All right, this is for quarter-inch drive. The part number is a TZ1. Then they also have a two-piece under the listing of TZ2. All right, and as you notice how, it looks like a adapter and reducer, but you can also it appears to seem that you can either get in a 3/8 drive extension just as well as a quarter-inch extension. All right, so this was something else that I was taking notice to. So as you see, the part number is TZ1. Right, so far I have yet begun to found the quarter-inch swivel ball extension socket set. All right, but they do provide I believe it's 1 to 2 sizes, but in this particular catalog I only see one, which is a 7mm. Right, and the part number is PTSXM607. This is quarter-inch drive, 6-point metric, 7mm swivel ball extension power socket. All right, this is for Triton engines, V6, V8, V10s. Okay, this is for your coil over plug retaining screws. So just to give you, quick part number, PTSXM607. Give you a little view of their hex stubby universals for a quarter-inch drive. All right, and to give you some part numbers is TUAM4E. Then you have your specs here with other part numbers and range. And then the same thing down here, and the part number for this set is TUA6E. And this is your flex hex bit socket. I still have not yet seen these in a full complete set as of yet, but if I do locate them, I will throw them up in the video. Another thing that I want to go off to mention, just this Friday while I was on a Snap-on truck, my Snap-on dealer, he actually had a long list of line of new Snap-on equipment that is provided in all of these foam inserts, these red and black foam inserts. While I was on the truck, I was looking at a 1/2-inch set that he had that provides deep, semi-deep, and shallow, which comes with a ratchet. But when it comes to the tools, I don't need the tools, but I was interested in the inserts. Unfortunately, he told me that at the prior moment that they're not selling them separately as accessories at the prior moment. I was looking online last night, and I was capable of finding quite a few from a reputable seller that I normally purchase from on eBay, but they are kind of expensive. The set that I was looking at when I was on my Snap-on dealer's truck, the price range of the whole complete set with the foaming was like $1,300 or something like that. But like I stated, none of the tools that was provided in the set, I already basically have those tools. I just needed the foaming. But when I was taking a look at online for that same 1/2-inch foaming set, just the foam insert itself, just as well as the 3/8, I found and located a seller who actually has them. They have a limited amount of them, but they're kind of pricey. He's charging roughly in $130 something range, and that's with the tax and the shipping and things like that. All right, but they are out there. So once again, they are moving into a lot of foam inserts, and I guess replacing some of these tools would normally come in plastic trays, not just as well as extensions and ratchets, but they also have certain particular socket sets, just as well as swivel impact sets, and their flank drive sets, their wrench sets, and things like that. So I have noticed that they are moving in the direction which in some cases might be, you know, a better solution to storage, because after some time, you know, the plastic trays and things like that throughout years time, and depending upon the climate areas where you have them, they start to get brittled and they crack up and things like that. All right. So like I said, when it comes to the ratchet selection and their 1/4 inch and 3/8 drive, you know, nothing has really changed between the two catalogs, between the 1400 and the 1500. All the same selections is basically still available and things like that. All right, so I'm gonna move into quite a few other things that just happened to catch my eye. All right. So how I was talking about Snap-on leaning in the direction of the foam inserts. All right, these are your e-Torx right here, which actually come in those particular foam inserts. And this is a Torx swivel ball extension socket. These are industrial. All right, there's something that I want to mention in this particular video. You know, if most individuals never understood this, is that when you take a look at Snap-on magnetic sockets, Snap-on magnetic sockets are not impact graded. All right, there's a lot of individuals out there that tend to believe that, you know, Snap-on's magnetic sockets is impact graded. They are not impact graded. They are just encased with an industrial finish. All right, when you get online and you look at Snap-on's online site, it will show and state, you know, that they are not impact graded. So if you never knew that, you know, take a look into that. The only tool brands that I believe that actually make impact graded magnetic sockets, just as well as swivel impact sockets, is Sunex, Proto, and Gray Pneumatic. All right. I know that Cornwell makes a set underneath their Blue Power line. I'm not quite sure whether they're actually impact graded, but throughout all the tool brands and tool companies that make magnetic sockets, not all of them are impact graded. All right. So just to give you, you know, a little quick understanding of that, for this Torx swivel ball extension set, the part number is 204PFSXBR. All right. And up here, what you're taking a look at is the 3/8 drive set. I've shown this 3/8 drive set, you know, in plenty of different videos, which is a 12-point set. All right. These are 3/8 drive. And the part number is 206PFSXM. So real quick, as I was stating, you know, if you ever thought that Snap-on magnetic sockets was impact graded, here you can see here is a shallow magnetic set. Part number 110MGMM. And as you can see down here towards the bottom, the MGMM series sockets are not designed to be used with impact drivers. Okay, so if you see this in the shallow, semi-deeps, and deeps and magnetic sockets, now you know that these are not impact graded. Okay. And just to show once again how Snap-on is moving into those foam inserts, all right, these are 3/8 drive flex head ratchet and extension foam sets, and a 3-piece 3/8 drive soft grip ratchet foam set. And just to give you, you know, little quick brief description and the part numbers, which is 209RATEXFR01, and then underneath is 203R2T01FMBR. And what's provided in the part numbers as far as the ratchets is FK80A, FH80, FH-F80A, and then the stock numbers for all the different units that is provided in this foam insert is here in the specifications, so that you see, you know, what you are basically getting. As I'm taking a look real quick as a reminder that I'm looking at these extensions, what I'm not seeing in the 1500 catalog is that Snap-on do provide locking wobble extensions. All right, I don't necessarily know the part number for them, but I have seen them. I basically just seen them last night. Somebody actually has a brand new set listed on eBay for sale, but that is something else that I have not seen so far in this 1500 catalog. I know that a lot of people are familiar with the Wobble Pluses, all right? I'm not sure whether you necessarily seen the locking Wobble Pluses when it comes to the extensions, but they do exist because I have seen them. I could have had purchased them last night if I really had wanted to. Unfortunately, at the moment, I don't have the part number for you to show in the video, but they do exist if you didn't know, all right? Another quick thing I want to mention is that in the catalog, I never see the whole full complete set. What you're taking a look at here is the double flex head, all right, flank drive. These are your high performance ratcheting wrenches right here, but they basically only show one, all right. I do have the full complete set in metric, which they are 12 point. I never really see the whole full complete set in the catalog, but in some previous videos I have given the part numbers, just as well as they also have a SAE standard set just as well. The metric set comes in 5 units and the SAE standard set comes in 4 units. All right, so that is another item that is available, that do exist, if you're not familiar with it. The part number to the whole full complete set is here, XFRM705. So this is, the part number for the complete set. This is just the part number for this particular wrench, which is 14 millimeter. I forget what size the size, but that's what that represents right there. Okay, if you just happen to look for them. But in the catalog, I don't see the SAE standard set or the part number for them. So looking at your torque angle setting section and category, everything is mainly more still the same when it comes to your torque wrenches in the 1500 compared to the 1400 catalog. All right, a lot of this stuff is basically still the same. So just to show again how Snap-on is moving into those foam inserts. So just to give you a good idea, and the part number is SGDX60BRFR. And to give you a little brief description of your ball hex tip soft handles in metric and ASAE standard. All right, part number SGAB1000BR. And that's for the SAE standard, and the metric is SGAB M900BR. And the colors available is red, orange, and green. All right, we're going to end this video right about now because it is getting quite long. All right, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening out there. It's a new, fresh week. All right, keep it a safe and a blessed one as always. This is your U.S. General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. And until that next tool review, that next modification video, we're going to check you later. Peace.